So we're here at the 3M Oral Care booth at the ODA-ASM, and we're joined by Robin Duke. Start by telling us, why is fluoride important?
Fluoride is really important. There's been 50 years of worldwide extensive research on fluoride, on the safety, the efficacy of it as a preventive measure against caries. The Canadian Dental Association, as well as the American Dental Association, supports the use of fluoride as one of the best preventive measures against caries. So what happens during the day, this cycle happens all day long in all of our mouths, where we eat, and so it's a fermentable carbohydrate. The bacteria in our mouth produces an acid from that, and that acid dissolves the calcium and phosphate out of the enamel. The saliva is then triggered. It has too much calcium and phosphate now, and so what it does is it helps to neutralize back that pH so it's not acidic, and it gives that calcium and phosphate back into the enamel. In a perfect world, that's a balance. It's not such a perfect world, and so what happens is the demineralization can outweigh the remineralization. That's where fluoride comes in. When you add fluoride to calcium and phosphate, you get fluorapatite, and that is much stronger. It's a better defense against the acid attacks. The ADA, the American Dental Association, recommends a varnish as the only professionally applied topical fluoride method for children 6 and under. Not foam, not gel, not rinses. And that's because there's less risk of ingesting that and the toxicity levels. It's also, a varnish is very sticky. It sticks on the teeth where it's supposed to stay as opposed to being ingested. Specifically, Vanish Varnish has 5% sodium fluoride in it, but it also has a calcium phosphate technology, and it's an exclusive, innovative tricalcium phosphate to 3M, where not only the fluoride, remember we talked about the fluorapatite, but if we can add more calcium and phosphate to that, you're going to get even more fluorapatite in there. And so the problem is when you add calcium and fluoride together, they can react in the package. So what we've done is we've protected the calcium and phosphate with a coating, and then the fluoride ion is separate in the packaging. And then when it's delivered onto the tooth, the saliva dissolves that coating so that now you've got fully bioavailable calcium, phosphate, and fluoride to the teeth. It is easy to apply. It comes in 3 different flavors, all that fun stuff, which, by the way, is not very common in varnishes. Usually they're just a 5% sodium fluoride. But it has this ability, the 3M Vanish Varnish, to migrate. And so essentially what that means is when you apply it very thinly on the teeth, and it only takes seconds to do so, the product actually migrates right through interproximal onto the lingual surfaces. What that proves is that it's getting into those surfaces where you just can't reach with the brush. Teeth don't have to be dry to apply 3M Vanish Varnish. No isolation and no suction is required. And also that it's a continuous slow release of fluoride over at least 24 hours.
And if our viewers want to learn more about Vanish or any of the other 3M oral care products, they should?
They can visit the website at 3msp.ca.
Super. Robin, thanks for your time and
Thank you.
all the information.
You're welcome.